$3 billion didn't vanish by accident. No market crash caused this. No technology failed. One man chose to keep selling a lie, even after he knew it was over. The money was still moving, and people still believed. Checks were arriving. Meetings felt confident. Promoters spoke calmly, like nothing was wrong. But Carlos Wanzeler already knew the balance was breaking. Not someday, right then. The system needed new people faster than before, and that pressure stayed hidden. Everything looked stable on the surface. Inside, only one choice mattered: stop or push harder. He chose to push. And once that decision was made, there was no clean exit left. Carlos Wanzeler didn't look dangerous. He didn't act reckless or loud. He spoke carefully, like a man in control. That image mattered more than any promise. People trusted him because he looked safe. He didn't sell excitement, he sold stability. And stability lowers defenses. Questioning him felt unnecessary. Doubt felt impolite. That calm confidence wasn't accidental. It was the gateway. Once people trusted the man, they stopped questioning the structure behind him. The promise wasn't fast wealth. It was consistency, small daily gains, predictable growth, a system that worked quietly if you followed the steps. You didn't need experience. You didn't need risk tolerance. You just needed participation. That's why it sounded reasonable. It wasn't framed as a gamble. It was framed as access. And once you see yourself as responsible for others, walking away feels like betrayal, not caution. Here is the mechanism that sealed the outcome. Money didn't come from real activity. It came from new people entering. Payments existed only because fresh participants brought cash, not because something was produced, not because something was used. When recruitment slowed, payments stalled. Carlos Wanzeler understood this. He knew the system required constant expansion to survive. Yet he kept presenting it as stable. That choice made collapse unavoidable. No recruitment meant no money, not less money, no money at all. The collapse didn't start with panic. It started with delays. Payments slowed. Explanations appeared. People were told to wait. Carlos Wanzeler didn't signal danger. He asked for patience. He reassured leaders privately and let them calm everyone else. That wasn't confusion. It was control. Every delay bought time. But the core problem didn't change. New money wasn't arriving fast enough, and once trust relies on excuses, the system is already failing. People didn't stay because they were foolish. They stayed because leaving meant admitting a painful mistake. They had invited others. They had defended the system. Walking away meant explaining that error. Waiting felt easier than facing it. Hope delayed action. Belief became identity. Carlos Wanzeler didn't need force. The structure did the work. The longer people waited, the harder it became to leave. And by the time clarity arrived, most had no real control left. When everything stopped, the damage was already done. Billions had flowed through the system. People lost savings. Families were affected. Trust collapsed alongside money. Carlos Wanzeler was arrested, prosecuted, and sentenced. But consequences came too late for most victims. The losses weren't abstract numbers. They were years of effort erased. This wasn't an accident. The structure failed exactly as it was built to fail. Once recruitment stopped, there was nothing left to support it. Here is the filter you keep. Ask one question before you join anything. If no one new joins tomorrow, does this still pay? If the answer is no, walk away. If you ever need new people to protect your returns, you're not investing. You're waiting. This repeats because it targets trust, not greed. It feels calm. It feels reasonable. That's why it works again and again. Use the filter before belief takes over. Subscribe. More investigations coming.